Hello all, Sabello here. It is again another live stream day today. This one is coming from, well, an unplanned event today. Firstly, I'd like to say I've just purchased some gems, or should I say about 15,000. I've got us 5 chests open from the market. I never remember, is it merchant's chest? Yes, I think it is. So we've got 5 of those open, but I mainly want to talk about, you see here, there is a little red number 1. Well, I have 2 Plunder pirate figurines to give away with their codes. I'm only going to do one for now, and you have to be living in Europe or the States. I'm not too sure if Canada's included, something to do with shipping. But the second one that I give away is going to be in the future. I'll pay personally for the shipping to anywhere in the world. I just want to see how well this one goes first of all. I have no idea what the figurine's going to be, so please don't ask that. But if you put in the comments below, PP figure, that'll be it. That's all I need. We're going to run this for about a week to get as many people as possible. I'm going to try and advertise this in different places so we get more people involved within the YouTube community and hopefully have fun together. With that said, let's jump in and some chests. And good luck to whoever's going to win. I'll make sure that I do that live as well. I've got a little app that I've downloaded and that's going to pick a random name out. So it's going to be fair. You know, I'm not picking out a hat or nothing or just pulling a name out. So that's the fairest way I can think of doing it. Let's go into a chest now. All these other chests we're going to be opening up on another day after the event's finished, because I think we might have finished getting all the chests that we're going to be able to get, but maybe not, we'll see. Anyway, let's move on to the merchant's chest. Got 5 of those as just said. Let's see if we can get anything good from these. I think we might have a few slots available in a silo. Oh, hello there. Do not even play Plunder Pirates, but I'd love to watch this while playing Clash of Clans. Welcome. Maybe this might get you into the game. Who knows? I love it. I quit playing Clash of Clans. I was playing Builders Hall for a while. But this is my game. I love it to pieces. 2 lots of EP there. We've got some golden grog. I always hate seeing 2 lots of different resources in a chest opening. So at the minute it's saying I've got some bad video settings. I don't know, hopefully it's going to clear up in a second for us. No idea why that is. 10 gems, perfect. On a live stream we've got some gems from a chest. That's going to recoup some of the gems. I think I spent about 200 on these 5 chests, so we got a small bit back. Curse Peridot, I'm going to need those for Tinto. Again, 2 lots of resources, not really ideal there. Let's jump into the 3rd chest now. Hopefully we're going to get something a bit better. I need some more voodoo masks if we've got those. However, I'll take the Cursed Paradox. Raw Garnet I don't really need. We're going to have to quickly go in the silo and chuck some things out, I think, because I'm going to need some of that other stuff in there. Let's get rid of Jean de Berry's Shimmering Pearl. What else can we get rid of now? Let's have a quick look. I think we might have to get rid of Mac McCracken's. Yes, let's get rid of that. Exotic Topaz. Forgot the name of it there. Let's get rid of that. Let's collect our other stuff in the merchant's chest. Perfect. We can get rid of the Raw Garnet if something else comes in that we need to keep. And we'll get rid of Raw Garnet. Annabelle is last on the list to upgrade. Okay, BP. We've got the Shimmering Pearl back there again. More Raw Garnet. Glittering Amethyst for Cornelius. We're not going to be doing him for a while because we need to get Ching Shi up. She's using the Iron Ingot currently. And she's using so much of it. Our last merchant's chest. See what we're going to get. Exquisite Diamond for the person who cannot be named. A BB. We'll leave it at that. 250 BP. There's a lot of gold coming out of this chest opening. Don't really appreciate the gold. We're going to go and get a ton of that in a little while. Let's have a quick look here. Bad video settings. I wonder why that is. No idea. Let's just get on with the video. Hopefully if someone in chat can let me know whether the feed's alright, that the sound's okay, the video is still playing fine before I start jumping into raids. Otherwise I'll close down the live stream and just reopen it up again and see if that works. I'll give it a couple of seconds to see if someone can reply to me. Anyone there, hopefully? Low video quality, check connection and running apps. Wow, okay. So we're going to quickly close down this live stream. Unfortunately, I'm going to jump straight into another live stream. So thanks. Hello again all. Hopefully now this is going to be working a lot better. There we go, stream health, excellent. So I don't know why that was. No idea whatsoever. Let's jump into the raids. I'm not too sure why we still got the same chat coming up, because that came up quite a while ago if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, like 4 minutes ago. Let's close chat for a second. There we go, that's better. But I don't know why. We've still got it. Let's jump into a raid. We can't sit here all night worrying about the chat. let's get on and get us some nice resources and tap that there. Right, so I'm using brutes, gunners, one witch doctor, and a few bombers. Scarlet Fever from, I've got to get this right, Midnight Rustlers asked me to use this troop combo, and also congrats to the Midnight Alliance for Midnight, I'm going to say Rebels. Hopefully that's right, is Guild of the Month. Congrats to them, and that happened earlier today. I think it was on Twitter and Facebook, plus the forum as well, I think. Congrats, I think Pegleg, I'm not too sure who the guild captain is, but congrats anyway. Now this base, I just want to try and see how well my brutes and gunners can handle a decent Pirate 11 apart from the walls. Just to, you know, test the capability, see what I'm coming up against. Oh no, Sib's come in again, as he normally does without his full army. That's fine, we didn't want to take that base on anyway. I always do this, damn it. Right, 2 gems there. I've got Boomer because I actually want to use his stamina up. He's got no buff to him or nothing for the troops. But I'm fed up with seeing him sitting there with 1 out of 20, so we're going to throw him in a raid somewhere. He's probably going to die quick, but it's a bit of cannon fodder for us anyway. I was speaking to Scarlet Fever earlier today, actually, about the next button. Wow, this looks pretty cool. How's that video going? Perfect, excellent health. We need to find a way to get into this base. There's a ground pounder there. We need to find this other ground pounder quick if we can. I can't see it, wood for the trees. Right, 2 together. And let's have a look at the range. So that's on long range, and that's on long range too. So what we try and do is we try and clear these buildings here. We've got to worry about the shark trap there. We're going to come in and we're just going to go for the couple of grog storages. That should net us about 800,000 thereabouts grog. Hopefully this goes well. I'm not too optimistic with the brutes. I really haven't used them properly since Pirate Wars 6. I've tried them a few times since then, but they're really not for me. Let's try and clear out some of these buildings, otherwise our troops will go walkabouts and it will ruin our raid. As soon as we take out these tanky buildings here, there's a couple more gunners in there. I'm going to pop their ability in a second, because we'll be able to get another one as time goes on. Now it's just left with the silo now. Look at it, it's an absolute monster sitting there. Let's get our brutes in. Let's get in our witch doctor. Let's get in our boomer. Bombers in. I think I said bombers. I meant brutes before if I said bombers. Let's get our gunners in. Save a couple back just in case. And the problem is that shark trap. We need to get it down pretty quick, otherwise we're going to lose all our tanks. Bombers helped us there. Now we can start pushing through this wall where I wanted to. The mortars have knocked my troops back, unfortunately. We need these witch doctors keep our troops alive, nice and healthy. We've got a big bunch of gunners here all together. We really don't want to lose those. Let's zoom in a little bit, just see the action, because we've got no troops really veering off in wrong directions. So the witch doctors help those brutes stay alive from the ground pounder shots, apart from the one over there on the left, because of the reduction of damage taken. Wow, them guns are not lasting. The witch doctor, wow, oh wow, he's going down in a second. So we've actually got hardly any of the grog that we wanted. Took so long to get through the walls. And where the mortars make your troops in this game bounce backwards, the bombers then started to target the wrong wall. So therefore our troops had to try and come around the long way to get the loot. I don't think it's going to look too good, to be honest. A couple of gunners there, hopefully try and get us a bit of grog back. We still made a profit, of course. We took out 1.5 grog storages. We're not going to worry about a win, we don't care about a win. Let's come out of that one now. So we've got 634,000. I don't even know how much the army cost. There you go, 212,000 grog. Nothing to be sniffed at. Let's change our legendary pirate. Who we're going to go for? You can see all the ones I've got here. Let's not mention the one that I don't have. Who would you like to see in action? Because they're here, they're waiting, ready to go. For now, I'm just chucking Cornelius, because I love Cornelius. He's one of my favourite legendary pirates. Let's try that up again, but let's try it a slightly easier base. We're just above the 100 PR mark. I thought if we try and farm between 100 and 200, we shouldn't see too many pirate weights like we would in sub 100. We should start to see some Pirate 9 and 10s with some loot as well. I'm going to take my time more today pushing next, because I really don't want to raid for low resources. I have still about 4 bits of training to do in the academy. That's the Sky Raider, the Brute, the Thief, and now the Heavy Gunner too. Oh, thank you very much, Midnight Plunder. I tend not to use their Bring it on ability, because you can use it too early, and especially when you're just pushing through a wall, the gunners are right behind them. If you use that bring it on, you're just asking for mortar fire onto your gunners, and that's bad news. So I see too many in replays, people just spamming the stay on target whenever it's up and available. Really got to try and use that tactically. I sometimes have in the past brought one brute along to the party, just so if I'm coming from one direction, I'm getting towards the back line of defences, I can bring him through the back, use his ability and distract all the defences. I'll see if I can try and use a different setup in a while and bring one brute and show you exactly what I mean. Again, I mean, I've seen something similar to this as a Pirate Hall 6 base layout, but instead they had like a couple of opening walls here, trying to get you to come in from two directions, but I think the Pirate Hall 6 didn't have enough walls for it to work properly. I think that guy's trying something similar. Especially the ground pounds be set up that way for the single walls. So it's pretty clever. Looking for maybe 700,000 of each would be ideal. But I do really need the grog. The gold, not so much. I do need it, but I prefer to get grog. Maybe we try and take this base on because it's got level 1 ground pound. It's got 700,000 grog there. It's like a 500,000 profit. Give or take about 20,000. So I think with the Witch Doctor here, it's a level 1 ground panel. We can afford to take this head on. We'll just come over to the right side slightly, try and bust our way in through there. However, we've got a lot of tanky buildings. He's using his decorations well. Also got a builder's hut there in the corner. So if you did deploy that, your troops end up going south. And we know how that happens because Sib's done that many a times. Again, because we're not going for PR or trying to get 3 stars, we don't have to worry about clearing all these other outline buildings. They can stay there, it doesn't matter to us. Let's start getting our troops in nice and early. Let's get a Witch Doctor in. So all brutes there we're going to place together, all bombers, because we really want to just sort of rush the base. We want a stampede going in. Hopefully get our troops together, that way the Witch Doctor shouldn't veer off in the run direction. Don't really need to use I said that and there goes the gunners. Hopefully they're going to get flamed up there and die, and the Witch Doctor can just worry about my main cluster of troops. Yeah, I shouldn't really need Cornelius. There you go, the Witch Doctor's doing exactly as I thought he would. Because Cornelius moved slightly to the right, my apes have now come over this way. If we would have just straightened up a little bit, would have come straight into there. Again, because the ground pound is facing that particular way and have come in from an angle, now we're looking good because we can take out all this grog that's sitting there. Let's spin the camera around slightly. We've got a couple of bubbles there. We're going to save the Witch Doctor's ability for now, just in case I need it in a second. Shouldn't do though. The ground pounder there's gone down. The other one there's about to go down. We've got some stray gunners there. Get a couple of gunners in here maybe. Round the back. The cannon's distracted, so that's helping us take out the cannon. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we don't miss too much going on. Cornelius is doing a fantastic job. Use our ability now for the gunners. Stay on target. Cornelius has still got so much health there. Witch Doctor's now starting to go off in the wrong direction. Going to be in problems if we can't take out his mortar quick enough. Our gunners are now veering over this direction. What's that? One lonely gunner in there? Oh man. So he's gone now. The mortar fire's worked. Choose that Cornelius. Should go over towards the gun tower. Yes, there we go. A few's gone a little bit too far. Mortar has finally gone down. Pirate ship, guild ship 2. Now let's have a look around here. So we've got a couple of cannons around here. Gunners are working their way in that direction. Can we somehow come in from here? Like so. And try and get these gunners to take out a couple of buildings. Then try to focus on the cannons. If they're quick enough. We've still got Cornelius taking the damage for us. We've got a little ape here trying to chunk through the walls. A couple of cannons in there. Again, I'm not too concerned about the 100%. We should get it anyway. Go on, trusty brute. Let's use his ability. Didn't really need to, but I love it. I just think it's so funny to sound. I know I've not got sound on, so you guys can't hear. But if you played the game before, you know exactly what I mean. And where's this last bit? You're right, the one in the corner there. If we get it, we get it. If we don't, we don't. We're not going to use any of our 5 guild ship troops. And there's another one there. Yeah, we've got no chance. There's no way they're getting it in time. Even if we do, I can't be bothered. Let's get on with it. So we got from the streak buff there, a bit of gold added on. 136 plunder points. Again, I wasn't too concerned about that. Let's try that again. I was speaking to Hammerhead last night from Wind Raiders. He's going to be coming along for a rumble shortly in the next few days. He was saying he is now a converted Skellywag fan. So is there any troops I've been using recently in the videos that you've gone, you know what, I've not used them, but I'm now going to start trying, and I fell in love with them? Or a combo of troops? Let me know, guys, in chat or the comments below after the live stream is finished. Cornelius, we're going to stick with him. What buff we got? That's for bombers. Yeah, toughness by 5%. That's going to help a little bit. Again, let's have a look for some decent loot. You have to bear me a second, guys. I really need a drink. There we go. 700,000 grog is exactly what we're looking for. I did mention in yesterday's live stream I will need to start brushing up on my thieves and try to showcase them, because there is a trick with Annabelle that I hear is very deadly if timed precisely, and I do use that word precisely because it has to be pinpoint accuracy when using Annabelle with thieves. But if you get it right, it's so good. Right, again, you've got level 1 grand pounders here, both facing the same direction. Now we can either come in again from this angle and just get the storages, don't worry about trying to 3-star. Or we try and come in from this back route here. You've got the flame gate though. I imagine there might be some traps in there, in them little gaps. We're going to get a bit hung up on the ship for a while. We've got a lot of firepower. You've got the bunkers there, one there, one there. It's quite a clever design. However, he's got no legendary pirate defending the base. There's a lot of buildings over here stacked. We're going to forget about them. I think we're just sort of going to clear these buildings, head into the base. Should be able to, if we fan our troops out wide enough, start to hit that grand pounder there. Come into play around the gold storages. Let's get on with the raid because we are going to run out of time otherwise. Just a little line of guards. Let's use their ability quickly. Again, that replenish pretty quick anyway. Gonna lose a few of them guns probably early on. Let's get the Witch Doctor in now. Let's start thinking about our bombers. The bunker is always cause for concern, especially if you're using heavy gunners. I did say that yesterday. I do say it in most videos as well, because he can really ruin the raid. You know what, I was going to deploy Cornelius. I don't think we're going to need to. We've got a few gunners held back there. We didn't get to use the Witch Doctor's ability before, did we, in the previous raid? There we go. We've got 2 holes in the base now. That means the troops should go left and right, giving the mortars and mystic mortars something to think about. We could use the bring it on ability of the brutes, because when they get too close to the mortars, so you can do that. You can use like a delay, so the mortar's range will hopefully hit those brutes there. But yeah, if you do it sort of further enough away, then the mortars will continue to hit them brutes, and then the gunners can come in from behind like so. Perfect. Now the gunners have used their brain. They're coming back round again. We've got a bunch of brutes in there. We've got our bombers. Still not used our Witch Doctor's ability. Our troops, where are they all going? They're going to get hit by the grand pounder any second now, and there's not a thing we can do about it. We've got 3 gunners still. That's going to hurt. Wow, there they come. So hopefully, yep, move out of range, guys. Oh, that's hurting. Just. That's lucky. So because the gunners are not using their brain, where's all the other loot? Now, right, collectors. Let's put a few in there and one over here too. Use their abilities. Let's get them last few collectors. I should have really checked the collectors. I never bother, just go steaming in the base, because generally that's there's a lot of active players playing. I don't see many collector raids in this game, which I used to when I was Pirate All 6, 7, 8 as well. But as Pirate All 9 and 10, you don't see so much of these abandoned bases anymore. 1 star, 84%. We might have enough time to take out the Pirate All. We've still got that grog distillery to go. We have a lot of troops. Before, I'd say about 15 seconds, maybe less than that. 17 seconds, stay on target. It's going to come for the gunners, and that should give us the extra firepower we need. There we go, 17 seconds, it's up. What a guess. As soon as they all come out the wall, there's no point triggering that too early. Once they're all out and firing, like so, now we use the ability, and look how quick that building's going to go down. It has gone super fast, and there's our 3 stars. Yes, we're a Pirate All 10 farming a Pirate All 8, but we're using probably one of the cheapest armies and quickest armies in the game. If we took out the Witch Doctor and bombers and used maybe a couple more brutes and a couple more gunners, it would be even quicker. I think it's 28 minutes to build this army. It's 112,000. There's not too many more armies cheaper than this. As said, you take out the Witch Doctor, that's a big chunk of grog back, and take out the bombers as well. I think it's going to be like 156,000. I don't know why. Something around that region. There you go, 26 minutes because we're in a streak as well. 2 streaks so far. What we're going to get next, that's for heavy gunners. Juggernauts. Yes, heavy gunners, that's right. Toughness by 5%. I always get the stuff that I don't need. No idea why. I always seem to get Sky Raiders as well when I'm not using Sky Raiders. When I'm using them, I don't tend to get it. Very strange. Right, 1.1 minute. Yeah, we're pushing next on that one. Seems being a big chicken. 796,000. Again, this is a much stronger pirate weight. I like how the ground pounders are in 2 different compartments. The walls is doing a fantastic job on these walls as well. Defences are looking maxed out, so it looks like he's just trying to finish up on his walls. He's even made the effort with his Mystic Mortars. A lot of people leave them level 1. If you're streaking enough, getting plenty of BP, then you might as well do the Mystic Mortars, because trust me, the stun is annoying as hell. Sadie the Goat here. We've got 796,000 to try and get. We will come in from Sadie the Goat direction. We've got a bunker here to worry about as well. Again, let's clear out these buildings, because they're going to make us go in all different directions where we don't exactly want to go. We won't worry about these back buildings, just going for the loot. There is a gold mine at the back there. Maybe we can try. That's very clever. I don't think I can reach that bunker without the ship hitting me. Oh, that was a good shot. So yeah, he's going to focus on that bunker now, because when we do hopefully start to head in that direction, he's really going to start to up. If we spread our brutes out now, keep 2 back. Let's get our Cornelius in there, because he's a tank as well. Let's start to get a line of gunners in there, like so. 4 back. Let's get our 6 bombers in there too. Pop the ability. Should take out that legendary fort pretty quick. There you go. It is gone. Cornelius. As soon as that grog storage goes down, I should be able to chuck my apes in a second when he straightens up. Over the wall. We're stunned up at the second. Come on, Cornelius. There we go. Over the wall. Perfect. And because the grog storage is in the way, that's fine. Doesn't matter. We got through the wall now. But yes, always use these apes in that manner. Wait for the grog storage or the storage to go down, then throw the apes over the wall. We have a couple of brutes here. Let's try and distract from a couple of different directions. Now let's get a gunner in there, 1 in there. That might help us a little bit. So the brutes are starting to take on the defences at the back. We don't need to use stay on target. Again, I think too many people rush with using the Witch Doctor. Sometimes I don't do it enough. Let's just get a couple of skellies there. But yeah, I mean, a lot of these abilities come up and people feel like they have to push the button. I don't know if it's an OCD thing or what, but you don't really need to use their abilities as soon as they pop up. The part of it is to do strategy. You've got to use them at the right time. So like tormenting, we can use the bring it on. There you go. I always do that. And if you've got someone like Black Bart, he does the same sort of thing as well. I always just trigger the abilities. Annabelle was pretty funny. 16,000 gold on top there. Again, 796,000 grog. The grog cost, because we're shrieking as well, is slightly coming down as well. The more streaks you do, the more of your army cost goes down, and also your recruitment time as well. That's why you'll see people on the streak leaderboard that go up to 100 plus, because then their army comes down so much. I think at one point it goes down to like a 50% reduction, which is pretty cool. I might be mistaken on the maths there. It's been a long while since I've been up that high. I think my highest was 101 victories. That took a lot of doing. You can actually go to sleep. As long as you don't come out of that menu when you log back in, you can carry on streaking. But then it's very antisocial. That one is Ghastly Gunslingers. Oh no, it's Forceful Gunners. Silly me. Right, that's 10%. I won the other day. It was 100% damage. It was crazy. They was just flying around, destroying everything. How much grog are we sitting on? 6.3. That's going to be more than enough to get something going. This base is starting to get a bit tougher now. We're on 176 PR, was that? Yes. I'm seeing a lot of pirate weights. I don't mind farming pirate weights, but I do like a challenge as well. I'm going to try and test this brute gunner combo a little bit more. Sorry Scarlet if you're watching, I'm still not sold on the brutes and gunners. I think that my bucks and gunners do so much better, or bucks, skellies and gunners, or skellies and gunners. As I said, with the Witch Doctor and the skellies, so one, you got the skellies ability, I always forget it, is it Marrow Bone or Marrow Shield, one of the two. But using that ability, when you've got just going through a wall, the mortifier's coming in, triggering that ability, so you're going to get reduction on splash damage there, plus with a Witch Doctor, hopefully in Tau, that's even further reduction of damage. That's why I'm loving the Skellywags, because they're so powerful. This, however, is a very strange base layout. 820,000 grog, not much gold, but that's worth doing. I don't think we're going to really run into too much problems with the ground pounders, but we'll take them out anyway. We've got Romeo Boomer here, so we might as well take him out as well, along with the ground pounders. Then, because we want the grog, we're just coming from this direction, like so. So we're fan out a little bit there. Let's get on with the raid. We've talked about the strategy now. Let's try and implement a strategy. Hopefully it works. We want it to work. A few more gunners in there. We don't want to take all day. Let's get a few gunners in there, because that Guildhall is pretty tanky. There's no point trying to get the guild ship, because that is within range of the gun tower, and I don't want to waste my gunners. The Voodoo Hut is a bit tanky as well. These gunners will fan out over there. They're gonna die eventually, but that's fine. Hello Carlos again. How are you? You keep catching me on the live stream. Nice to see you. I didn't know if it'd be a good time or not, because I'm not too sure with your time zone and how it would fall to my time zone. Let's get our Witch Doctor in now. Let's pop our ability for our gunners. We're not going to use Cornelius. I think that's going to be a waste using him. However, this is looking like maxed out Pirate All 9 defences. And don't forget, I still don't have max Pirate All 10 troops. We're getting sort of halfway there on some of the stuff. We should be able to get through this wall in a second. Come on, guys. There we go. So the Brutes do have... I forget what it's called now, but they do have an increased damage on walls as opposed to Jugs. So there's a slight difference to Brutes and Jugs. Brutes actually have a little bit less hit points, or should I say toughness, and they also have less damage per second as well. Perfect for my time zone. Where are you from, new body? Are you from Europe? Are you from the UK? I know the UK is within Europe. I'm just used to saying the UK, and Europe's everyone else. Right, the grog is gone. 158,000 gold. Damn you. He's going to think damn you when he sees its Brutes and gunners coming in. Let's use the Witch Doctor's ability. We still have 6 gunners left. Maybe we get a couple there. A couple in there. Yes, because of that cannon there. And Brutes are taking some damage for us. We have a Brute here working on the mortar. Let's try and get another gunner in there. There we go. So can we 1v1 this cannon? No, I don't think we can. We could have maybe used to stay on target, but it wasn't quick enough. So he would have turned around quickly and shot them, leaving our gunner with a slither of health. Maybe. We're not going to get the 100%, I don't think, because there's 30 odd seconds. There's still 2 defences. There's 2 tanky storages. There's tanky collectors and a tanky ship left to do as well. Can we do it? I don't know. The time's ticking. It depends on the gunner's AI. We've got gunners focusing here. They're out of range of the gun tower. They've got a flame gate toasting my Brutes and gunners. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. I can feel it. The Brutes are going to town. Come on, Brutes. Oh, there's a bomb going off. Wow, and there we go. Sib was wrong. 3 stars. Perfect. Again, we are still working in around the 500,000 grog range. I would love to show you guys live the millionaire raids. So that's combined resources of 2 mil plus. That's not 1.9, it's 2 mil plus raids. I've done millionaire. I think I've got a playlist of millionaire raids. There's not that much. How long ago did you start the live stream? It does tell me here somewhere. 24 minutes, let's call it. So not that long. I'm probably going to do up to maybe 45 minutes all in all, maybe 50. See how we're going. Let's do one more. Let's open a bandit's chest, and let me know in chat, please, Carlos or anyone, to 1, push the gem button for my troops, but we're going to open a bandit's chest together as well, because I'm ever so forgetful. Right, what we getting this time? Again, it's gunners. Oh, that one's heavy gunners. Won't the other one gunners? Oh no, they're both heavy gunners. Ah, we're not using heavy gunners. No, the gunners is the one where it's got the 2 guns together. Yeah, see, I'm getting confused already. Let's hope. There we go. Now that's strange, because I've seen many of these type of bases that segment 2 different sides of the ship. It's a bit confusing. You've got ground pounders either side, so they're sort of half protecting them. I think that we're just going to go head on. Where is the 3rd grog storage? Is he hiding it from me? Is it over here in this section? Yeah. Okay, so maybe we'll just go in there. We'll go face on against a ground pounder level 2. Hopefully come out on top. We're going to get 500 grand from this, I think, anyway. So this is something a little bit different that we're not used to facing every single raid. Again, we need to do our job properly, clean out these buildings, because it's going to really distract our troops. Then in the US, you start the live stream at about 2 p.m. Yeah. So 5 hours difference. So you must be East Coast, Carlos. I'm guessing, because I'm pretty sure everyone East Coast is 5 hours. I think there's parts of Central that's 6 hours, I want to say. Then obviously West Coast is about 9 hours difference, I think. Let's get the brutes in there now. Maybe we'll save 2 brutes back if we can. Bear with me a second. Let me just deploy and then I'll explain why in a second. Hello there, RC on site, which is a good time for me. I'm glad it is, Carlos. I'm going to try, as I say, Wednesday and Saturdays is mainly going to be my days for streaming. That's the days that I get peace and quiet. So for me to be able to concentrate, the dog seems to not play up on them days as well. I don't know why. Right, so we're going to save the 2 brutes, Cornelius, and 4 guns for the other side of that base. Because I think that'll be enough troops there to get the rest of the loot. Oh, hello BJs. I was wondering, I kept looking at that name thinking, I'm sure that's someone. I just can't figure out who it is. It's someone I talked to. Welcome BJs, it's nice to see you. How's the event going at Red Flag Fleet, by the way? Yes, I know you're there. And I will be stopping by actually. I've had an invite to come and visit Red Flag Fleet. I'll do that at some point after the event finishes. I've got some guests coming over after the event finishes. We're on 1 minute odd there, so I'm going to have to come away from this little mini battle here. I want to start getting now my brutes in there. We probably won't even need Cornelius. We're going to try and wing it without him. We've got the bunker there. We've got the gun tower there. It's hurting a little bit. But I think, if there we go, the ground pound has gone down. This should be enough now for our remaining troops to come from this direction. Wait, never mind, I start school soon and school at 2:40 every day. So normally you're talking about, so you haven't gone back to school yet, Carlos? You're still on the summer holidays? I think I'm going to be leaving after... right, okay, and where are you going after that, BJs? Have you decided yet? Because you said something about you want to do some PR pushing, right? There we go, there's our grog storage. The plan has worked for Sib. I thought it'd go something like this. I didn't think it'd be so overpowering with the troops that's left. We didn't even need to use Cornelius. Right, how long have you got left off of school holidays? Because I know the UK school holidays, I think they go back middle or beginning, like the 7th of September. I know that every country's different in when their summer holidays are. There we go, there's another victory. There's me talking, multitasking. Right, let's do our chest opening. Let's get the troops now. It's working. I'll give that Scarlet, but I'm still... My bucks, skillywags, and gunners is it for me. August 29th. What we on now? So the 4th, so another 2 weeks. Not too bad. Are you planning another vacation before you go back to school? Or have you done with vacations? That's it. Done. Had enough. Time to relax now. Right, the troops are done. I've at AOPFI what was planning on going for the top 200 this month. However, been in the process of massive moves, so that hasn't worked out. Yeah, you're moving back from, was it Korea? I think you said you was in Korea. And now you're moving back to Canada. And I don't know, BJs, do you know, did you watch earlier in the show? I was talking about a PP figure, and that I'm going to be doing. I've got 2 codes. I know it's America and Europe. I don't know whether Canada is included in the shipping. My apologies, Hong Kong. Yes, that's right, I remember our conversation now. Troops are done. Bandage, we need to, yes, bandage in a second. We need to get something going and back to Canada. Yes, are you looking forward to moving back to home? Or are you going to miss Hong Kong a little bit? Let's get... I don't know what to do, I'm in 2 minds. Let me know quickly in chat, guys. The next event's going to be Thunderstruck. I could start my heavy gunners now, or I'm going to start using the Sky Raiders for the Thunderstruck event. Considering we're getting close, probably another week time, 9 days time, probably the event's going to kick off. So I need to really think about making my Sky Raiders that a little bit more stronger, since they're going to be obviously a focal point of my attacks. That is going to be the last 2 abilities I'm going to do. I'm going to come across this way first, because that's Molten Massacre there. Things that I'm looking forward to, things that I'm going to... True, I guess 2 different lifestyles for a start. And Sky Raiders. Okay, thank you. Well, we'll be able to watch your stream tutorials 20 because I won't be able to watch them when I start school. So, But the great thing about live streams, okay, so you won't be able to watch the live stream in the midweek, which can be the Wednesdays, but it does record as a video, so you can go back and watch it like a normal video. But Saturday is going to be a lot more beneficial for you. Hold on, Saturdays? Yeah, Saturdays. So I'm going to be probably doing it just after lunchtime for you, since you're East Coast. And then I also get my, probably even West Coast might even be able to join in as well. And then, of course, all of Europe. The only ones that are going to miss out probably is going to be everyone that's over in Asia side. As you probably know there, BJs, that in Hong Kong, I think now is early hours in the morning. Let's get on with the Square Raider. That's done. How much grog have we got left? 1.9 million, that's fine. Gold. I'm going to need to dump that because I have a building finishing in 6 hours and 31 minutes. I'm not going to be awake then. I have started a bunker because that's going to be maxed out for Pirate 10. I've got 3 more of those to do. I've started 1 gun tower. I still have an ARRR. Do I do my ARRR, then both of them maxed to level 2. So, let me know. What do you want me to do? You can get the PP figures here, however, I have a full set, and yep. Okay, so I just wanted to know as well for anyone else that's from Canada, whether the shipping's there. I missed that chat there. Ah, that went too quick. And I don't think I can get back. I don't want to turn off chat just in case you send another message. What defense do you want me to do? Do you want me to do another bunker, a cannon, a gun tower, maybe a storage? I've already done 1 gold storage, but of course that's going to cost grog. I could do maybe a grog storage. I could do something else. The mortars are maxed, the ground powers are maxed. The silo's going to need another level, but I don't know how much gold that's going to need. That's why I was trying to get the gold storages up. But obviously I've not got enough time now. Bad video settings. Oh, I don't want to hear this. I need good video settings. Hopefully it's going to vanish in a second and we'll get back to good quality. For now, let's get on with the bandits chest. Correct, and I'll try and make sure to hop on Saturdays. No rush, Carlos. You need to do what you need to do. I think gun towers are the best. Yes, yeah, I think so too, because they really do shred apart gunners. I also forgot something. It's made me remember. I'll try and come back to that. Let's quickly open that 1 bandit's chest. Let's see what we're going to get from this. I hope gems again. That'd be lovely. I love my gems. So open that up. There we go. I did mention earlier about the iron ingot. I'll take that. Again, 2 lots of resources. What is that about? Yes, before I forget. The gun towers and cannons. This is so different to most other games, I completely forget half the time. Not all level of gun towers and cannons and all the rest of it get additional range, but this level, going from level 11 to 12, gives you an additional 1 tile range, and so does the cannon. So the cannons are going to go from 9 tiles to 10, especially gun towers at patch 10. Yeah, that's exactly. I think you was just thinking the same as me. I just went on to that about the range, and that's completely different to the likes of Clash of Clans, because the ranges, this is completely different. I love this so much because of the ground powers as well. I've never seen the defense like that in any other type of game. And as I said, I've played every single game you can name apart from War Dragons. I'd like for someone to try and throw a name at me, and I'll go, actually, I haven't played that. Because I'm pretty sure I've played every game out there. So a gun tower again. Okay, let's just choose this one nearest to us. That's 4 million gold gone. Let's go and try and get some more grog. Try and get, what's the time now? 34 minutes. About another 10 minutes. We'll get another 2 raids in that time. Try and get some grog under our belt. Going towards the heavy gunner fund. Wow. So this is nice. I could probably just use half an army here. Do I use half an army and try and get it, or do we go and look for a millionaire raid? We spend like 5 minutes looking for a yeah, let's do that. Let's try and look for a decent, big, even if we get like a 1.6 mil combine or something, let's try and look for something a bit juicy. A million grog would be perfect. I was getting some of that earlier, but now it just seems like it's disappeared. You jump on YouTube and it goes, no, I'm not showing you, you can have the low loot. Surely there's got to be a million out there. Someone's holding on to a million. Some of my guys today. Oh, and by the way, BJs, I completely misread what you said. I mentioned it, but it didn't trigger off. AOP at the minute. We've kicked 2 people, but we've got people. I think we've got 3, 4 people coming to Rumble with us once the event's finished at some point. There's so many people wanting to jump in. The slots are just. It's hard work at the minute. I'll figure a space out if you want to come visit us. I'll try my best. Carlos will probably tell you there's just so much going on at the minute. It's hectic. The event, surprisingly, we've had a few little letdowns from players, but generally we're doing well. We might, optimistic, we might hit the million, but I doubt it. I think we're heading towards the BP, which is 750k in the event. I think that if we get, well, I'm already impressed because we've got just under 2 days left, and I thought that would be roughly our end goal. If we got the BP, would be lucky. If we can reach something like 900,000, I'll be totally impressed with my guild. That's fine. I love it. Yeah, FW. I'm actually going to be heading over at some point to FW as well. Obviously, I've got a heat wave in there. Hello there, Carlos. I saw that. That's very true. This one, oh, I like them resources. There's a mill sitting there. Can I get it using this army? I don't think so. That Grand Pan is going to kill me as soon as I come in this rank. No, we're not going for that. We really, I bet it's strange for you because you're a Pirate All 11, BJs. Is that the bases are so different from me looking at them? Like these Tuffles 16s and 17s. I dread. I look at them and then big hefty Grand Pans. I'm not going anywhere near them. I've noticed that each sort of level I've gone up in the Pirate Halls, as you look at them, at first I used to think, oh no, it's the level 2 Grand Pans, man, do I have to really face this base? Yeah, I mean, as your troops get better, you sort of get accustomed to those defences. Come on, where is the grog? There, yeah, every level it gets like that. But I love Firewall. They're always so welcoming. I get on with their members as well. Obviously, I've had Crazy Canuck. You know Crazy Canuck, of course. Another fellow Canadian. He come and visited and farmed for a while. Smithy's coming over to visit us. I'm fancying taking this. I tend to spend a really long time trying. Same here, but I don't want to give everyone an epileptic fit. I'm normally sitting here spamming next so fast. But again, I don't want to sit here and just keep spamming it, and everyone's eyes are going, whoa, you know, slow down, we'll have a fit in a minute. Oh, okay, wow. This is... I don't understand why. Maybe because it's a new Pirate 11. No, actually, where's the excuses? What's going on with the ground powers and the mortars, but then you've got decent gun towers? What's that about? Decent maxed out bunkers and cannons, but not gun towers or mortars or ground powers. Can't figure that one out. 2 there, 1 there. Because there's 3 storages, I'm not going to be able to get the 1.1 million. I could have got 2 storages, but then we are looking to try and get a full million rather than 700,000-800,000. Let's try and do, as BJ said there, let's try and really spam this next button. So close your eyes, I'll let you know when the raid's coming. Also, recruit cost is 400, so even though final bases are going to take, often they don't have enough. Of course, especially using witch doctors, that's really going to bump up your cost. And that's why I think Hammerhead is now on board of using the scallywags, because they're a lot cheaper. So, man, I'm farming so well and low down that I'm making such a great grog income, or should I say net profit. I don't want to go into business management there. I've probably bore myself, let alone you guys as well. Come on, surely. I mean, how many clicks and next are we on now? We're on like 20 clicks and next, and we still found nothing that is suitable. We're at 200 PR. We shouldn't be finding these really maxed out bases. Should be finding Pirate 9s and 10s that have a million grog. Surely someone has. There we go. This is it. We found it. Finally, Sib moaned and Madoki listened. Well, that's what I'm saying anyway. It didn't work like that, but never mind. We're not going to go for the 3-star, so forget about all these buildings outside here. We're not going to worry about Boomer in there neither. We're just, because the walls are not that good, we'll just come in at the angle here. That is a maxed out ship, so that's really going to take some doing to get that down. Let's try and figure out a way. I've probably spent 20 minutes looking for a base before. Yeah, I like the fact that the next button is not that costly, but it's time consuming. I mean, I like the fact that the loot is more readily available in this game opposed to Clash of Clans, where it seems like 500,000 of each resource in Clash of Clans is like finding a millionaire raid on this. There's just not enough loot on Clash of Clans, and that's partly why I had enough of the game. The walls are so expensive, where this... Everyone moans about the walls here, but I'm working on 1.8 million walls. You're not going to find as cheap walls as that in any other game. Look, this is going fantastic. So 1 grand pound has gone already. Witch Doctor, I need you pushing in the base, please. And Cornelius, let's just throw the apes there. That's it, get over there, guys. So he's so slow, I thought, let's get the apes in there, tank a little bit of damage. Really want to push these troops in there now. Right, can we use stay on target? Maybe we could, but it's fine. We've got so many brutes over there. I think I've done the same. What's that, Midnight Plunder? Sorry. 6 gunners left. Come on, Witch Doctor. Don't worry about them brutes here. The action is in here. We're going to get this grog. So maybe I'll let them off. Where are these gunners going? Guys, going the wrong direction. Now, let's actually use a gunners here at the back line. Now trigger our... Bring it on. Oh, no. Stupid Sib, because I thought I had a brute over here. It's Cornelius. Big mistake. Never mind. But we have, however, taken a lot of their HP away. These few guns here should go to work. Plus we've got Cornelius in there. It's going to be close. 110,000 loot. We're going to get the rest of that for sure. We really need a Witch Doctor. I don't know what he's doing here with these gunners. He always goes walkabouts. I don't understand it. It's so frustrating. We've got all the loot though. Again, we're not going to get the 100% because we're going to have to backtrack there. So let's end this raid. How many minutes have we left on... Right, 40... We've got enough time to get another raid. I always do this in normal videos. Like, yeah, my last raid, another 3 raids later. I'm still doing the video. So we've achieved 1.9. I'm not going to try and do the maths. Also, it'd be a good idea to upgrade. Right. Yes. Yes, my gates for now are maxed from a Pirate All 9. I did see earlier that I could upgrade him again, but I'll leave that towards the end. Next in base is Midnight. Oh, hello, Midnight equals Scarlet. I didn't get it. Hello, Scarlet. Nice to see you. What's the saying there, BJs? I've completely forgot now. The Flame Gates, wasn't it? Yeah, so they're maximum Pirate All 9. I'll leave the traps and sort of stuff. I always leave them to the end of the Pirate All. I think my rearm cost is something like 880,000 plus the Pirate All as well as a few thousand, I think. Which is stupid. When I got Pirate All 9, I didn't realise that you had to rearm the turrets on the Pirate All. I thought that was quite stupid. I don't see why you would have to rearm your Pirate All. Surely the guns are attached to it. My logic would think that it's rearmed automatically all the time. Obviously not. 28 minutes there. So the time's come down. Are you liking? Is that why you said it? Because I didn't notice you, Scarlet. It's like, yeah, this is fantastic using the brutes and gunners. And I've always got to have my Witch Doctor in there because I just like that extra bit of stability there. And knowing that I've got a bit of resurrection there. The problem is, I don't know. Maybe one of you guys know whether when the brutes die, they actually drop a skeleton. I'm pretty sure it's only single troop capacity only. My max round cost with, yeah, I've heard it's really expensive, and I guess if you're not quite a maxed out Pirate All 11 and you've concentrated on your traps for whatever reason, that's a lot of gold to be wasting instead of piling into walls or defences. But if you're sitting on like 15 million gold, then it doesn't matter it being 2.2 million rearm cost. But I still think they need to reduce the cost of rearming. It's a joke. Wow, look at this base. Level 1 walls, are you kidding me? They must be new walls. No, you don't get new walls at Pirate All 10. What is this guy thinking? I mean, why? I'm almost shell-shocked. As people know, I can talk a lot. So for me to be shell-shocked is quite something. I really don't understand why people rush through the game. You're just making it really hard on yourself. Like, there was a maxed out cannon there, but you got level 1 walls and 4s and 3s. Never mind. Never mind. That Sib's rant over for the day. I love doing rants. Helps me relieve the stress that's within. That's nice. We've got all the storages out there. I'm not going to bother going for that. If I had some thieves, or whether I was just playing without recording, then I'd probably go and try and snipe the storages. But I don't want to bore you to death. Again, let's try and look for something a bit more tasty. That's not it. If we can find another 900,000 grog, not that base, then we're going to go for that. And then that'll be, definitely, this is going to be the last raid when we find the correct base. And I will try and continue using the brutes and the gunner combo, but I've said it before, I'm missing my bucks, my skellies and my gunners altogether. I just love that little like swarm. I quite like a locust swarm. Because it's so effective. A locust just come in and destroy a whole field of crops in seconds. It's the same as bucks and gunners. Could you imagine logging into your base thinking, oh, I've been 3-starred, let's see who's 3-star me. You push the details and you see bucks and gunners in there. It's like, are you for real? There's no way this has totaled my base. Yep. I'm probably one of the only people, obviously now people are starting to follow suit now. But give it a few months ago, people were probably looking thinking, why is this guy using bucks and gunners on me? It's insane. If I saw that someone 3-star me, I don't know what I'd think. No one's done it yet, but I'm just waiting for that day that someone's like, yes, I got the Boogoo person. Done him at his own game. What is going on with the loot? Guys, come on. Next. It's 400 gold. Yeah, we weren't doing that base. Do you ever do that? You're getting so bored, you tap in next and you think, oh, I wish there was like a back button so we could go back to one base because we just missed that juicy base sitting there and we know we could take the loot. I've done that quite a few times. It's so frustrating. This is going to be it. I know this is bullying a little bit, but that's what farming's all about. You've got to be a bully. And we're using cheap troops anyway. Again, we need to clear out some of these buildings at the bottom here. Otherwise the troops are going to come back south as soon as some of them start to go north and the raid just goes horribly wrong. Grand Palette is over there. Maybe I could snipe that. I'll come back to that in a little bit. Let's try and clean out these buildings first and then we'll worry about that Grand Palette. My current convoy is 16 guns, 6 bombs, 8 square raiders, 4 jugs, 10 skellies, 2 witch doctors, 1 heavy gunner, 6 aeronauts. Pretty complicated. Yeah, it almost sounded like that Christmas song and a back button. Well, yes, it would. I don't think there's any other game to my knowledge as a back button. I'm trying to think all the games I've played. I can't recall any having a back button. Right, Grand Powder. Mac McCracken, so he's got a slight buff on his storages by about 20%. So you'll see the building flicker. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that in a video or my other live stream that I'd done yesterday. And a lot of people, I actually went in the guilds just before the event. I was guild hopping, just going around giving people advice. Whether they asked for it or not, I just jumped in there and thought, well, let's help people out. And so, what's the flickering on buildings? And I said to him, it's to do with the legendary pirates defending, and obviously wolves get it as well. That's to do with the stonemason, plus if you got obviously one of the legendary pirates that has the buff for wolves, and that's why you'll see the flicker like there in the gold storage. So until the damage is done for Mac McCracken, the 20% until that 20% has been done, then it will stop flickering and then the HP will come down at the building. Hope that makes sense. For anyone that doesn't know, that's going to be replaying this video back at a later stage. This is going fantastic. Look at all them gunners in there. I told you it's like a locust swarm, but without the bucks. It's just the gunners. Witch doctors don't really need to do any resurrecting. If you can go there, we get a couple of scallywags, get a couple of skellies. There we go. They're bobbling like jelly, so we know they're ready to be resurrected. When they're sitting there still, they can't be resurrected, or he's not in range. We're still sitting on 6 gunners. Maybe we can get the 3-star. Right, so we got. Oh yeah, we've already got one there. Any other buildings? Got a couple of sneaky buildings there. Got the tavern there, builder's hut there. That's it. We should be getting this 3-star from this raid. I know it's a pirate weight. I should be getting 3 stars anyway. But we're using brutes and gunners. And again, you see that I hardly ever use my brutes bring it on ability. That one time I messed up because I thought there was a brute with Cornelius, but it was just Cornelius. If we missed another building, so it's just the voodoo. There we go. 3-star. Nice bit of resources there. Unlike most of the early part of the episode, I was raiding for less resources. I generally farm like this most of the time. I'll go for a minimum, I'll set myself a minimum of 700,000 of each, or say there was 900,000 grog and hardly any gold. I go, yeah, that's fine, I'll take that anyway, because I'm needing the grog for whatever reason. I hope you've all enjoyed the live stream. I am thoroughly enjoying it. Thanks for your time all, thanks for watching, and bye for now.